Hello, welcome to What the Flick. I am Christy, this is Alonso. Al Pacino's Al Pacino, and Christopher Walken's Christopher Walken.
And Hal.
And Alan Arkin's Alan Arkin, and there's not nearly enough of him in stand-up, guys. They're all kind of doing their greatest hits here.
Pretty
Please
much.
describe it to us.
So Al Pacino gets out of jail and is greeted by his friend Christopher Walken, and they go out on a tear and whore it up and get drunk. And could it be that there's something nefarious going on under the surface? And is this going to be their last hurrah? Who knows? Find out.
They say we die twice. Once when the breath leaves our body, and once when the last person we know says our name.
You're my new hero.
I've been away for a long time. I just want to dance with you.
Because they are who they are, and because they are so good at what they do, and they have such lovely, effortless chemistry, they really, really elevate material that could have been very, very cringe-inducing and hacky. Like the Viagra jokes.
It's still hacky, let's face it.
It's still hacky, but it's more tolerable than perhaps it might have been. I will say that.
My thing on this was that it's like when those radio stations have those all-day concerts where 30 acts come out and they do their one hit. You know, that to me is like this. It's like Al Pacino is doing the Al Pacino hits. You know, the dance scene that seems right out of Scent of a Woman. The sort of mammety, fast talky stuff. Walken is doing ultra Walken.
Right, halting, absurd.
Yeah. I mean, not as good a Walken as in Seven Psychopaths, but it's the same thing. But that's really all there is. I mean, this is very much, it's their grumpy old men, or
if they're space cowboys.
Yeah, exactly. or what was that, Tough Guys? Remember with Burt Lancaster and Kirk Douglas in the '80s? You know, so it's drowning and cute, and it's exactly what you think they're gonna do. You know, it's directed by Fisher Stevens of Short Circuit 2 fame.
Who's now a director.
He is.
Who also produced, didn't he co-produce movie 43?
He may have. He actually, I think he produced The Cove, strangely enough.
He won an Oscar for The Cove. You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right about that.
So, Oscar-winning filmmaker, Fisher Stevens.
But I think they dial it down. They're not over-the-top caricatures of themselves. Like the Pacino hoo-ha-ishness is dialed down
by
to
Pacino
a tolerable
standards, yes.
level, right?
Yeah, granted.
And there is some surprising tenderness in this. And a lot of that comes from Christopher Walken and just how lovely he is and how sweet he is. And then Alan Arkin comes in for maybe, 20 minutes of the entire movie. He comes in like halfway through. The two of them bust him out of his retirement home, and he's a getaway driver. And it's I kind of would like an entire movie of like a documentary of just Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, and Alan Arkin driving around all night and just talking and riffing and sharing stories about Hollywood and their careers. Because that whole segment is great and effortless and doesn't feel cheesy or forced.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate this movie. It wasn't unbearable, and there are some nice supporting bits. I liked Vanessa Ferlito as a damsel in distress that they come and help out. But it just there's nothing in this movie that you can't see coming. There's nothing in this movie that feels fresh in any way, you know. But if it is just the idea of the pleasure of watching these guys do what they do, then there is plenty of that.
Right, and I think it tries to counter some of the raunchiness, like all the stuff in the brothel with Lucy Punch, who is horribly miscast. But then there is this really easily, tidily wrapped up sweetness at the end with Christopher Walken, and that seems to kind of come out of nowhere and feels like it's in a different movie from the raunchy bordello stuff.
Yeah, I mean, this movie has kind of a weird thing about women where it's sort of like prostitution is cute, but then there's rape, which is bad, and it's like, you know, I don't know. It just they sort of occupy these two different planes in a very weird way.
Yes. So
but you know, it's
not a miserable experience.
No.
And there's your blurb.
Boom.
Please, what's your number?
I'm actually going to dial mine down a little.
Okay.
I'll give it a 6 for just the entertainment value of watching these guys be these guys.
Okay, I'm giving it a 5.5.
So that's
that
a
means
5.7.
All right, 5.75.
5.75.
Rounding up to a 5.8.
Okay, be generous then.
So it's 34% on the tomato meter. It's really been dropping lately, and so it's eh.
It's very but you could do worse.